Hey, let's see if we're live. I'm not sure if we are. Just gonna see. Hopefully this is working. So let's do a quick update on some of our plays. Gonna go on to the Nasdaq real quick. Welcome in, guys, if you're new. Hey, how you doing? We're just going to look through some of the stocks that we're watching, have a look at what the Nasdaq is doing, the SNP500. We had the Tesla earnings out recently, and we did actually beat on EPS. Bitcoin did really good for them, but because they gave no major incentive, we're actually having a sell-off in Tesla. So that's quite interesting. We're down 4% on the day, and we're obviously going to probably see a small sell-off in correlation to those EV stocks like NIO. So I'm watching some of these stocks right now, seeing what they're doing. I do expect NIO to pull back. And there's also a Refinable token that has come out. This is a crypto play. It's out today. It's just launched in the last like 15-20 minutes. It's an NFT, and you can buy it on PancakeSwap. So it's quite interesting, and it's got a lot of hype. I did try just to buy some on my Trust wallet, but it seems to have crashed. I think there's a lot of people going on there. Yeah, Refinable seems to have crashed on me as well. I've tried getting some on Trust wallet, and it doesn't seem to be working. So I think there's just a lot of people clicking in right now, but there's going to be a crazy opportunity. Mr. Beast, if you don't know him, he's a huge YouTuber. He's got hundreds of millions of followers. Go check out his YouTube channel. It's pretty cool. He just gives money away, millions of pounds, and he's obviously a sponsor into this new crypto. Crypto is really hot right now, guys. There's loads of crypto plays going absolutely insane in the markets, which is why I've obviously been doing a few little videos on crypto alongside those stock videos, because there's a lot of money to be made in the crypto space, as well as obviously long-term stock investing. So on the charts, we've got NIO up. NIO is selling off again, 2% on the day. We've got Coinbase down as well, and we've also got Palantir, which is near that $24 mark. So we are sitting in the middle of a range right now, right in the middle of a range. We've got resistance around $27, and we also have a secondary resistance around $24.25. So I can draw this line in here for you guys. We can see what we are going to expect moving forward for Palantir. We're not obviously having much news out recently on Palantir, so I think it's going to be one of those plays. If you're holding, you're going to be holding for the long term. I know that Alex Karp, one of the CEOs, has also been saying that for a really long time. So we're probably going to trade in this range between $23 and also $21. This is going to be a new range, and if we break above this resistance over the next day or two, we did actually come to overbought levels on the RSI, then we can start to push up. But I am expecting, like I said, a pullback on the Nasdaq, because we're at, pretty high right now, and we've actually just come below the 50 EMA. So I'm waiting for a pullback onto the 100 SMA line, and if we do actually test below that, then we're going to break down, and we're going to have another correction down onto the 200. So it all depends on how the earnings are going to do. Again, we've got earnings out this week. We've even got Facebook out on Wednesday. So you guys all know Facebook is going to be a huge shift of money in the markets. We've got Shopify. We've also got Spotify coming out on Wednesday as well before markets open. So that's going to be interesting. Some big players moving markets this week. And again, we've got Microsoft after the bell today, so that's going to move markets. These are trillion-dollar companies, guys. So some of the biggest companies in the world that are going to be, absolutely pouring the S&P 500 up or down by several percent, depending on how their earnings go. We've also got Visa. That's also a really big company, and I have actually been invested in Visa in the past. I currently don't hold it. On top of that, we've also got some more companies coming in. If I go over onto Thursday, we've got NIO, obviously after bell, so you guys know we're going to be watching out for NIO. We've also got some other plays there as well. So McDonald's I used to hold that, but I don't anymore. Amazon, really interestingly, is supposed to be doing, by rumor, a share split soon. So if that's going to happen, I'm really, really curious to know how that's going to move Amazon moving forward. Amazon's been trading in this range of support and resistance now for absolutely months. In fact, I've not looked at the Amazon charts for a while, but last time I looked at it, it had, oh, there we go. Look at this. It's a huge range of support and resistance here. Come back over for the 4-hour chart. Amazon. I'm on crypto, that's why. There we go. So yeah, there it is. You guys can see on here, we've got a huge range here trending in Amazon stock with a really strong resistance around this 2,800 mark. You have to excuse my mouse. It does this thing where it doesn't move in a straight line. It seems to move in diagonal lines. And then we've got this top side here. So if we break above this in earnings, and again, we do have any news release of a split coming, then we are going to see finally a push out above this, and we are going to then have a new uptrend for Amazon. So that's going to be some quite exciting news to look out for in the markets. And if you're new to my channel, then welcome in. Again, my name's Jason. I cover a ton of plays in the stock market every day. Go down below, make sure to hit that big like button for me, and join us by hitting that subscribe button. And if you want any of my buy and sell alerts, then again, we do have a Patreon. I've left a link in the description below. Some of the stocks that I'm watching right now as well, guys, we've got Coinbase. This is a really, really obviously popular IPO that came out this year. It was meant to be one of the hottest. We had a huge spike up to $428, which is just insane when it came on the market. And then we sold all the way off to about 300. And ARK Invest, CATHIE Wood, if you don't know her, incredible investor. She runs one of the largest hedge funds in the world. Yeah, I bought some too. And it's an incredible opportunity, I believe. This Coinbase has, analysts have got price predictions on it for about 500 to 600 by the end of the year. So that's a doubling from currently where it's sitting. And obviously crypto being so hot right now, especially with this Refinable token coming out, and we've got all of these other plays like Elongate and so many other plays coming out. So it's going to be quite interesting to see where the crypto markets go towards the end of the year. We've also got people saying that there may be a crash coming in October, so that will be interesting. But we did recently have a big pullback in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has actually now broken out of its trend. So you can see up here on the screen, we've got Bitcoin, which is breaking out. We're actually selling off. We have actually recovered from that. We actually went to oversold place on the RSI. I'm trying to buy the Fine token right now, Joan, but it's just not going through on my Pancake Swap on my Trust wallet. So I have to wait to see if it clears. I also don't know how to get the chart up for it, but it apparently has already broken $1, which is kind of crazy. So we'll have to see. This is the official Twitter page. If you do want to get any Refinable tokens, then again, you can come onto their Twitter, which is at Refinable. They've got about 95,000 followers. There's a lot of scams out there, guys, so just be careful. Make sure you're using the right source. And if you want to buy it, then all you need to do is come down and click on this link here, and this link will actually bring up the address token, or you can just copy it from here, the official token address. And this is the address token that you need to copy. If you copy this, then you can actually input it into PancakeSwap on your Trust Wallet account. And obviously, if you have BNB, then you would put in your BNB amount on your Trust Wallet or however you're buying it. And then obviously you would click on here and you would click on 2, and then you would put and paste that address in, and then you would wait for the transaction to go. And you need a slippage of about 12, I've heard all the way up to about 47%, which is quite high. So it basically is, like the kind of the commission base of swapping out anything between 12 and 49% of your original price of where you want to buy into. So again, there's going to be quite a large slippage. So I guess we'll have to see how that does later if I can get into it. I am still trying to get in, but I haven't yet. So those are some of the plays right now that I'm watching. This is my first time going live, so I just wanted to come on, set it up, make sure that you guys can hear my voice, and I can start doing some more regular live updates when markets open throughout the next few weeks ahead. so I'm still getting used to all of these setups, so it's been quite nice. So hope you guys are enjoying this live session anyway. Where are you guys all from? Where are you guys and girls from? I'm from the United Kingdom. Let me know below in the comments. There's about 11 of you in here. Anyone here from the US, Canada? Anyone here from Brazil? Whereabouts? Let me know. Or if you want me to look at any of the charts for you, then let me know, because I'll type them in and we can have a look through. Oh, nice. Nice, John. That's amazing. Good news. Did you find it easy to get some? We've got, this is another play we're watching right now on our Patreon, DraftKings. The Patreon's around here, around the 53 mark, and we have actually been buying in. So this is a nice play by the end of the year that we are currently watching to buy in. We're also watching Curiosity Stream quite closely. So again, this has formed a double bottom. This is a play that a lot of people still don't know about. It's a very new player in the space. It's run from the guys that used to run the Discovery Channel. So it's like kind of like the Netflix of series, which is going to be really interesting moving forward to see how this play does. But Curiosity Stream is quite new, as you can see. So it's one of those plays that came on, it was quite quiet around the $10, and then after obviously it transitioned up. We had those highs mid-February of around $24 before we saw that big correction, and we've now sold off. We've made a double bottom at $12, so there's quite little risk. They grew revenues by over 100%, which is amazing. So they've got some really nice predictions, and I really like where this company are going. They've got some really cool things coming. So Curiosity Stream is another one that we're watching right now. Let's see what the SNP500 is doing today. I just need to find the SPY up on here. Let's see. We're at flatlining at all-time highs. So we're currently at 416. So we're not at overbought levels, and again, we've got all of those earnings coming out over the next few days. But I am still expecting some kind of sell-off in the Nasdaq, and I actually am hoping that it does come back down to around that 155 mark to eliminate some of the risk of these all-time highs, because it is trending up quite high right now. And what it would do is it just allows us to have an opportunity, and once the Nasdaq sells off a few percent, then we're going to get those plays like Palantir. Hopefully it will drop by, you know, another like 4 or 5%. We're going to get some more buy the dip opportunities if we do actually come back down towards that $20 price range, which will be a nice place to start loading the boats on some of these stocks. Again, like NIO, Palantir, also any price fluctuations in Planet 13. That's another stock that we're watching quite closely right now on the Patreon. So Planet 13 is in the MJ sector, really bullish on this stock. If you look at the trend, it's absolutely phenomenal trend on this stock. It's just going up and up and up. Absolutely love this since July last year, and they've been growing revenues extremely well. This sector is going to be very hot moving forward again if we get federal legalization into a lot of these plays. Moving into California right now, they're really big in Las Vegas, and they're doing really, really well. Again, they just had a really good quarter with some of their earnings that did come out. So this is going to be a nice growth company. It's quite cheap as well, so it's not actually quite big right now. So it does have a lot of opportunity ahead of it. So this is a play that I am watching quite closely, and it's in another sector compared to a lot of these other sectors in the stock market that we're watching. And again, we've also got some other penny stocks that we're watching. I'm very bullish on ALPP. This is a stock I even released a video on this morning. Do a lot of videos on ALPP. Love this stock. If you're holding any of these, then let me know below. How much is the price per coin? For the Refinable coin, I believe it is around $1 right now. I still can't find the charts up on here. John managed to actually get in. What's the support right now for NIO? Let me have a look for you, Rodney. So what's going to happen right now is, in fact, this is going to become, if I zoom in for you, Rodney, we've actually got NIO has broken above its resistance level. This orange line here that I've drawn in is actually a resistance layer. Now, what happens when a stock moves up dramatically into a resistance layer where, you know, a lot of buyers would essentially exit the market or sellers enter the market? You can see that we've tested here before and we haven't broken above it. We've actually broken above it and we've come back down, and now this will act as a layer of support. So once this acts as a support, then we can expect to bounce back upwards. So the new layer of support for NIO is around that 40 cent mark, in my opinion, all the way down to about 39.75. So we've got kind of this little range here. If we do break below that, then again we will start to retest down. But what is good news is this 50, the 50 EMA and SMA, which is this yellow line here, and the 21 EMA, which is the thinner yellow line, has actually closed above. So that now tells me that we have a bullish divergence. So we're actually into a more bull territory. So we can expect the price fluctuations to in fact start to make lower lows and continue making higher lows as we trend upwards. So I'd imagine a channel would be created for NIO, something like this, and we would in fact come back down to retest onto this line here around the 40, and we'd start to kind of bounce back upwards until we in fact have either good earnings or bad earnings, which again are out on Thursday. So obviously we've got those earnings, which I did bring up. Where are they? On here. So we've got the NIO earnings again, the Amazon earnings. So these are some big earnings after the bell on Thursday. So we'll have to see how they do. But they did say that this is probably going to be their weakest month of the year, this month and next month, and that's just due to the semiconductor chip shortage, because they've been obviously facing a lot of problems with the semiconductor chips, and it's not just them, it's everyone. Tesla had to close down their factory for 20 days in December. Even Apple right now are affected with mobile phones. So there's obviously a huge demand for semiconductor chips moving forward. So once those issues start to, get solved, then we're going to see a big push. And William Lee said that he's not really worried about that in the short term. And yet they still even smashed deliveries last month, despite the fact that they said they were going to have a few thousand less in deliveries. They still actually came over from their estimation, which is really good news. How do you see it on the Trust Wallet? At the minute, it's not working for me on Trust Wallet, like I said, so I'm not sure, Kyle. I'm going to go onto Trust Wallet now and actually just load up on my phone to see if it's actually bought anything in. Does not seem to. It seems to have had an error. So my transaction for the Refinable token has not gone through. So again, those of you that are new, Refinable token is a crypto that actually launches today. It launched about an hour ago. It's got a lot of hype. They've already got 96,000 followers, and this is going to be a big player for NFTs moving forward. And I think it's going to do really well. It's going to absolutely fly today if you can get in. But you just need like a Trust Wallet account, and then you just basically convert your money into BNB, which is the Binance coin basically, and then you go onto PancakeSwap, and then you basically put in the amount that you want to swap your Binance coin, and they're about $500 a coin. So again, you can just buy in with a fractional amount of coins, like $100 if you want to, and then you just transfer it to Finecoin. Then you get the address here on the Twitter page, the official Twitter page, which is Refinable, and that will actually allow you to buy the Refinable token coins, which is quite cool. Do you guys want me to look over any of the other stocks for you? Hopefully that answered some questions. Let me see what else we've got up on here. BIP is another stock. Oh, nice. You got 148. Nice. This is another stock that we're watching right now quite closely. This is the Brookfield Infrastructure. So this is going to, this is a dividend paying stock. Really nice trend, as you can see. And this is going to benefit from the Joe Biden's $4 trillion infrastructure plan, which is going to come into place hopefully later this year. So moving forward, I really like where this stock is going to go. It's going to be one of those slow movers in the portfolio, but it's going to be very steady. So this is a nice one to add. Yeah, I'm planning to do an update on Palantir, like a full video at some point. I did mention it at the start of this live stream, so I'm expecting it to trend back down with the Nasdaq. If we get a continued sell-off in the Nasdaq and we do start to retest back onto the 155, and we have a retest of that 100 SMA line, then I think Palantir is going to in fact come down again by another 2 or 3%. So we're going to probably have another buying opportunity for Palantir around $21.50, I would imagine, before we start to move higher with any news that does come out. So they haven't had anything, really special or crazy happen to them in the last kind of few weeks. So it's one of those stocks, again, that's like a slow burner. But they are partnering with, more and more people every single year, and they're growing their revenue as much as they can. And they're investing aggressively to grow their company right now. And they've just given out their software Foundry to use freely to a lot of companies post-pandemic. So we'll see how that obviously picks up for them. Very smart move, because it's going to allow companies to come in, use their software, and potentially, have them transition to buy the software Palantir, and that will move the share price as they gain more customers. And the customers that they use are not cheap. They're not, small contracts of like £1 million. Most of their their software, I mean, it costs millions to use, so they get hundreds of millions in contract sometimes. So that's why they have, you know, these huge moves like we did see in the summer, because they're getting these large contracts, and people obviously thinking working with the government, they can have, you know, huge expenses of billions of pounds paid into some of those contracts. So we'll see how they go moving forward, but I really do like them. They're currently in my top 10 holdings. They've not made my top 5 yet, but I am very, very bullish on them. And I think if they ever drop below 20, then I would put them into that bracket of my top 5. So I'll wait to see if they keep breaking down, but they are quite high up right now. Do you guys want me to look at anything else for you while I'm on the live stream? Any other plays that you want me to look at? Let me know below in the comments. We've got CCIV as well. CCIV is doing well again. I did sell this CCIV. I did buy in when it was around $11, all the way back down here when it actually came out. The first few days, really. We saw that huge run up, and I started to take profits after we sold off around the $36 to $39 range. And I've been waiting for this to come back down. If it does come back down again towards 17 or 15, that's when I'm going to start to load up. But I think long term, this is going to be another nice play. So we'll have to see how CCIV does, but it's going to be very volatile because it's a SPAC, and unfortunately we had some bad news with SPACs this year, which was very unexpected, which is why we saw a lot of these plays. I was really, really bullish on Hyliion. I still am. I'm holding it. I've got an average price of around $16. It's currently sitting around $9, I think. Where is it to Hyliion? Oh, it's at $10 today. It's up 7%, so that's good. But yeah, it was trading for months in this range. And we did see a breakout, and then obviously we got the bad news with the SEC investigating, and we actually sold off. So thanks, Rodney. Yeah, it's nice to see. I love ALPP. We did update that when I first came on the live stream earlier as well. I'm just waiting for Nasdaq. Just gotta wait for that Nasdaq, baby. Whenever you're gonna come, just let us know. Ken, let us know soon. We're all waiting. We're all counting on you. But hopefully that's going to allow a lot of liquidity to, you know, be reformed. And you can see where we had these massive moves in ALPP, you know, back in November. But look at the volumes. It was so abnormal to have volumes like this. It's just not normal for, if you look back on history, we're now, you know, settling back down into a range. But once we go on Nasdaq, we are going to see probably more kind of like this volume will probably double up in volume, because a lot of people are going to be able to trade on Robinhood, Webull. We're going to have banks, institutions are going to be able to buy. There's going to be a lot of good news coming for this company, and I think obviously they're still at the very start in the early stages. So Plug and ChargePoint and IQST, let's have a look for you guys. I haven't got actually IDEX right now in my portfolio. I did put out a buy alert for our Patreons on Plug, just below that 30 range. So we have actually bounced now a support layer of 24, and I said round the 25 mark would be a new layer of support, so we did kind of just go just below that, and you can see that on here again. We've got an alert on here that I've put on just in case we ever go below 22. But this is a new layer of support for Plug. It has obviously formed a bottom. You can see that it did test down here before, back in December, so that was 5 months ago, around $24, $25, and again same here. And both of these times you can see that we're kind of at those overstretched levels on the RSI. I'd like to use the RSI obviously to let me know if we're in fact in a bullish pattern or whether we're in an oversold pattern. So I think moving forward we're going to be fine with this, and we're actually going to start to see a push upwards with Plug. Again, you've got to remember with these plays like the solar and the EV, they're such a long-term play, and I know there was a lot of hype in 2020 and we saw those massive highs. They will reach these highs again, I really do believe, and stocks always have a tendency to retest those highs. But it's just one of those things that if you're going to hold Plug, it's more of a long-term play. You're going to see it probably between the ranges of about 25 to about 40 over the next few months. That will just reach up and then kind of come down, I reckon, and trade, unless we do get, you know, the infrastructure plans start to be used and we've got a lot of money pouring into those solar kind of plays, then we are going to see, you know, a new push up. But this has got some nice price targets on it towards the end of the year, though. It certainly has got price targets towards that $60 to $65 mark. So again, if we can get back up here by the end of the year, that will be really, really nice. And ChargePoint, again, another great company. Blink is another great company. I think ChargePoint did actually have a triple bottom recently, if I remember. I think this is ChargePoint, isn't it? Yeah, so ticker symbol CHPT. Yeah, we actually formed a triple bottom on here. So you can see on here, we've got it once here, we've got it twice here, and then we've got it 3 times. So this is obviously a brand new range for ChargePoint right now. And I think obviously those highs are around $32. So this is probably going to be the range. Once you see a break of the resistance or the support layer, that's when you're obviously going to see a breakout to either new time highs or obviously to make all-time lows. So what you're waiting for is a breakout of this area. I use the 4-hour time frame. And right now, the 21 SMA and EMA lines I haven't quite lined up. You'd be waiting for this 21 EMA to cross over the 50 SMA. The 50 is obviously that big thick yellow line, and the 21 EMA is the exponential moving average 21 days. So you want that to go and form above and close on the day, and then again you can expect to start to retest those highs of about $32. And if we do have that, then that's going to be really good for charge point moving forward, because if we then actually break above this resistance will then act as a floor, and then the next layer of resistance is around $35. So it will be trading in a range between $32 and $35. So again, we can start to see some new price moving up. But again, this one got hammered, guys, and it was again, even though the SPAC had gone through, it was due to the SEC having those implications on, you know, they come in with this new SEC filings that they're going to investigate all SPACs, and they want, you know, significant paperwork to make sure that no companies are fraudulent and all of this stuff. And that's all still being written up right now. So obviously a lot of people just completely got afraid. We had a transition out of growth into recovery. Then we had obviously the bond yields coming up, and then we also had these capital gains tax. So it's just been up and down, but that's just how the stock market works. And that's why I always say on my channel, you know, if you buy in and you're getting into these stocks at a good price, you always want to pay for a stock on a red day rather than a green day. I never tend to buy my stocks on red days. I tend to only buy my stocks on those red days, sorry, not those green days, because that's when you're going to lower your risk. If you're buying on a red day down here, you're certainly, even though you might think, oh my gosh, why am I buying in when it's red? That's when you want to buy in, because once you actually have those pushes back up in the share price, look, you're in fact you're gonna come flying back up, and you're gonna lower your risk, and in the long run, you're going to become a more profitable trader because you're going to have less risk allocation in your portfolio. And it's always about buying low and selling high. And again, whether you play that to your advantage and you're smart enough to use it as a day trade or a swing trade, you can do that. And if you're not particularly a swing trader or a day trader and you're more of a long-term investor, I'm certainly more of a long-term investor, then again, you just see these dips as buying opportunities. And once you do actually come back down onto these lines, as you can see, a triple bottom formed on charge point. If it ever came back down here again, and you were lucky enough for it to, you know, bottom on the RSI around the 30 mark, what you'd be waiting for is the next day to see whether it closes below and it starts to trend down, or whether it closes above and then it starts to bounce above the 30 on the RSI. And if it does that, then that would tell me that it's in a bullish pattern and it's using this support layer as you know, a floor of support, and it is actually then going to start to move up higher. And that's when I would actually pull my finger into a buy position. So that's how I like to look when I'm trading. Obviously, if I'm going to be entering a position or whether I'm going to be exiting a trading. What else have we got? Anyone else want me to look through anything? What is the price of Refinable coin? I'm using TradingView. So if you go onto tradingview.com, you have all of the stocks on here. This is my watch list. You can create a special watch list here on your side into however you want. And again, you've got all the time frames up here. You can change to hourly chart, 4-hour chart, day chart, all of that stuff. So for the Refinable, I haven't actually got the chart up for that right now. It wasn't working as far as I was aware earlier. So I haven't got that up on my screen. And let's see if I can go on my Trust Wallet really quick and see if I can buy some more on Binance. With my Binance Smart Coin. I have to go on to PancakeSwap real quick. In the meantime, let's pop up our Marathon Painting group, see what that's doing. It's not working for me still. I'll put a transaction through and see what it does. Where's everyone from? Let me know. We've got 32 people in here now. Welcome if you're new. Make sure to smash that like button for me and hit that big red subscribe button. Join this family. My name's Jason. It's my first time going live. So you think buying now would be a good idea? I think so. I think if you're getting in on the hype now, obviously don't ever enter your full position on any trade straight away. What you want to do is you want to get in and then you want to average your price in slowly. So if you say you're going to put in £1,000, my bet would be to put in, you know, none of this is financial advice, it's just what I would do. I'd be putting in maybe £200, and then again I would be waiting for, you know, any dips in that share price or that coin, and then I'm going to average my position in over the course of a week. where in fact I add in, another £200 on a dip day, and then we have another red day, I'll add in again in maybe 3-4 days. And if it stayed stagnant again, I'd maybe just add in $100. But on those dips, that's when you're going to want to add in heavier. But if you average in over time, then you're going to get your best price. So what's the price of bra? I'm not sure what the price of bra is. I don't even know if Refinable will be on here right now either, because it's so new. Let's see, Refinable. So Refinable, I don't think this is the Refinable. It may be because it has just launched. Let's see. It's meant to be 33 cents, so I don't think this would be it. But technically it only launched an hour ago, and this is a 4-hour chart, so I don't think this is the Refinable token. So I'm not going to use this one. Let's go on to Google. Refinable. Let's see what the price is doing for Refinable. Data market is untracked. Yeah, it's still not working right now. So for some reason, can't seem to get the charts up. So we're just going to have to wait to see, obviously, what that does moving forward for the Refinable. But I've still not gotten in on my Trust Wallet. Again, I use PancakeSwap to get that new NFT play, which is quite interesting. Struggling to find the price anyway. Yeah, me too. I can't find it on here. But normally I would use TradingView, but obviously it's not working on TradingView right now. So obviously I'm just looking at my main term stock account. Obviously I trade stocks mainly over cryptos. My portfolio is 90% in the stock market, 10% in the crypto market. But right now we're getting a lot of crypto hype. So it's definitely worth putting your money into some of those crypto plays, diversifying your portfolio as much as possible. And then obviously you're going to get, a smarter way moving forward to have your money in different sectors, which is going to help you long term as an investor, whether that is again in crypto or whether it is in the stock market. It's running for, I can't see if Refinable coin's going up because I can't get the charts up, unfortunately. It says that the market data is untrackable right now, so not quite sure where to do that one. But let's refresh their Twitter and see if there's any news or information on here. Thoughts on Open Door? Hey Lewis, how you doing? Good to see you in the live stream. Let's go and have a look. Open Door. Where have I got Open Door? It should be my watch list. I love this play. ARK Investor heavily invested in Open Door. Open Door is a really, really nice SPAC. Chamath obviously was one of the original founders of this. He was very bullish. He said this is going to be one of his 10x opportunity investments. And they're interrupting that real estate market, like Zillow. And ARK Invest have been really heavily buying up when they went below $20, especially when they went towards this 15. They bought millions of shares, which is unbelievable. You can see there's a really strong layer of support here because we did test back here on 2nd of November in 2020. We immediately rebounded off. We were actually at oversold levels on the RSI. We bottomed below 30 and then we rocketed up. And again, you can see exactly how history likes to repeat itself. You have to look in a stock what happened the last time it went down here. Did it stay here in consolidation for some time and then go up or go down? No, it actually rocketed up. And if you look at the RSI, you'll see that it actually pushed up really high. So right now what's happened is it's come back down, it's repeated history, and it's pushed up really, really high again really quickly. So that's again another thing I like to use for confirmation. So right now we are sitting at overstretched levels. So we're up 2.5% basically on the day. You're probably going to see a retracement back to that 100 EMA because it's just touched the 50 EMA, sorry, it's just touched the 100 SMA. So we're probably going to come back down to about $20 or $19.15 before we trend higher, and that's going to allow the RSI to cool off to about the 50 level. So I would imagine that this is probably going to actually find some kind of resistance around this layer of 22 cents. If we do break above it, the next layer of resistance is going to be around that 27 mark. So let's see what else we've got comments. Make sure to like this video, guys, and let me know where you're from. Where's everyone from? It's nice to see so many people from different countries in here. I went traveling for about 9 years before I started YouTube. So I've been all around the world. I've been really blessed with my old job. So some of my favourite places I visited: South Africa, Brazil, New Zealand, French Polynesia, Israel as well. Awesome place. Some really cool places in the world. Once it opens back up, make sure you guys go traveling. So much to see out there. What are your thoughts long term for coin? I know ARK are buying up like crazy. So for Coinbase, I'm very bullish. There's some analysts that have this. The valuation, if you look at the valuation metrics, It's really undervalued in terms of one of the number one players right now. If you compare this to something like Amazon, Tesla, all of those like number one kind of players in their market space, Coinbase own over 6% of all the crypto right now in the world that's traded. So imagine if a bank owns 6% of all the money in the world. It's kind of crazy. And they're growing absolutely astronomically, like crazily fast. So this share price came on the market, was meant to be at 250. It came on at 350 and it obviously rocketed up. But what people don't realize with Coinbase probably is they're not sure where to value it because crypto is so volatile. And if we ever see a shift out of crypto, like today is a perfect example, there's so much hype around Refinable. There's probably going to be millions and millions of pounds being traded right now into this new crypto market, right? But if we ever see a shift away from crypto or we have a crash, Coinbase is just going to come flying back down. But that to me would always be a buying opportunity. And ARK Investor really strongly have a belief from their big ideas research that Bitcoin is going to be worth maybe 100 to 500,000 pounds in the future. So that's over the next 5 to 10 years. And if we ever saw that, then that price is going to correspond to Coinbase. And obviously a lot of people would be buying Bitcoin through Coinbase. So they're going to be getting a percentage of that commission. And as that obviously goes up, we're going to see a big push in that share price. So I reckon Coinbase by the end of the year is probably going to be around that $550 mark, if I'm being honest. So it's still going to have some really nice upside. And this is just the beginning of the cryptos. We're moving into a new time where crypto is kind of becoming a normal part of society. And moving forward, we don't know where it's going to go, but this could be an incredible once in a lifetime opportunity. I think the valuation from all the valuation metrics I've done on it was around 16. And again, if you compare that to something like Tesla that trades for like, I think it's like 100 times their earnings, and Amazon as well, the opportunity for Coinbase being a number one player in their space is really big. But again, people are very, very skeptical of crypto right now because they still don't understand it. There's still so much to learn about crypto. And I think that's why it's so important to have that diversity, because if you start to understand crypto, I've been doing a lot of research this year into it, you can make a lot of money very, very quickly. Again, like look at Elongate, look at SafeMoon. It's one of the number one trends right now around the world being typed in. Definitely watch out for those scams, Rudy said. It's so true. But there is a lot of scams out there, so you do have to be careful. But if you know what you're doing, there's so much money to be made. It's kind of crazy. And again, it's just about following the right people. There's a lot of big YouTubers out there. Some of them talk about some really good stuff. I've learned from obviously a lot of people out there, even like Meet Kevin. He's really great for doing a lot of stock stuff. So I'm still learning about people in the crypto space. But that's why I put out obviously videos on everything. Some stocks, some coins, some cryptos. It's just worth having your finger in a lot of pies, because that way you're going to have an opportunity to grow those investments over time into whatever you need to. Can't seem to see it on Trust Wallet. It should be working on Trust Wallet. If you are Boxing Realist, are you still in the chat? You got the wrong address. You should be able to get it on here. If you go to the official token address, it should be on the Twitter page, and it should be at the top post right here. If you just copy this number, then you should be able to get it on PancakeSwap, and that will allow you to in fact trade the Refinable token. So that's one that you want to watch out for right now, and then you want to input that into Finecoin here. You'd obviously put it on 2, and you can buy it with BNB. How much is the Finecoin worth? We can't unfortunately find the charts because it's currently not working on here. The only place I'd know how to do it is on CoinMarketCap, and right now it's still saying on the refresh. You can see I'm refreshing that the market data is untracked. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I don't know if I trust this. I don't. CoinGecko. If this is saying it's at $7 already, that is absolutely crazy. No way is this it. It was meant to come on at 33 cents. There's no way this is 7. This is definitely not Refinable. This is definitely not Refinable, surely. If it came on at, let me see if I can go back 24 hours. No, it's 47% on the day. This is definitely not Refinable. It's got the R though. But it can't be $7 already. It was meant to come on at 33 cents. That's crazy. That's like almost 100x already. What? No Fun is at 450. I thought it was meant to come on at 33 cents. Oh, it got released at 4. Right, okay, so it's obviously jumped up. So it's obviously gone on at 4. I didn't realise. Well, it's obviously gone up, well, nearly 50% already, so that's amazing. So this is probably going to be really hyped today. Again, the only thing is you can see what, so this is the charts then. So we actually reached $9. We actually got like, well, 100% today almost on a gain. Well, more than that if it came on at $4 because that would be 8. So we got 120% and we're now selling off. This is the problem with these the coins. They can be very, very risky going on. Wow, that's crazy. But this is why I never buy in full price, guys, straight away. I always dollar cost average in. It's the smartest way. That way you're going to win all round. If it goes down today and you've put a bit in, doesn't matter because you can put in more tomorrow. If it goes up today and you've put in, then it doesn't matter because you're still going to win, and you can just keep putting it in little bit by nibbling into those positions. But it's always really hard, obviously, if you put your first, you imagine you got in at $9 today and you were just doing it for today as a one-off and you wanted to get out, and then obviously now it's crashing down. But we don't know what this is going to do in the long run. This could be absolutely enormous. This coin could absolutely soar. We just don't know. But it's going to have a lot of hype, obviously, at its first listing, which is today. So was expecting a lot of volatility. So 50%, I guess, would probably be normal. That is quite exciting, isn't it? Guys, if you're new here, welcome. Make sure to hit that big red subscribe button and also hit that like button. Let me know if you got into the refinables today and what else you're watching, what other coins you're in. I'm in on Elongate and I'm also in on Dogecoin. Let's see what Dogecoin's doing, and also SPE, which is Save Planet Earth, if you haven't heard of that. Quite interesting. They're a charity that's donating right now carbon emissions, planting trees around the world. So Dogecoin is at 27 cents. That's pretty interesting. 27 cents on the day. Wow. So we're currently sitting on the 21 EMA. So we're actually in some kind of consolidation. One of the plays I haven't still tampered with yet is, hey Mr. Lewis, going good, thanks, is SafeMoon. I've still not bought SafeMoon. I know it's actually been quite volatile recently, and we did actually have a sell-off recently in SafeMoon. Is anyone else investing in SafeMoon? Let me know in the comments. Ether will drop. Let's see what Ether's doing, shall we? We just had a comment saying Ether will drop. Let's get rid of this. Bitcoin, I know, is recovering. I believe Ether went up recently. It went up pretty high. Oh, 1 second. My mouse is being a bit slow. Just need to scroll up. There we go. What is going on with my computer? There we go. I think I'm double clicking. I might have it right at the top. Can't find out my watch list. Bitcoin here. We should have Ether somewhere up here. Yeah, last time I saw Ethereum was sitting at all-time highs, and it, I think Ether's still got a pretty. There we are. ETH. Yeah, we're at all-time high still. So we're not quite overstretched on the RSI, but we almost are. So it could actually sell off anytime soon. If we do, we'll probably come back down to retest that 243 mark, which is actually where the 21 EMA is. So again, I'd use the 21 EMA as a confirmation of support. Once we do hit that, we'll have to see if we go on it and bounce, or whether we go on it and we actually trend downwards. And then the next place would be the 100 EMA, which is this kind of red line that I would use. But Ether has a lot of room to run, because if you look at the price of Bitcoin and how it crashed, way back in like 2017, I'm going to go all the way back. I mean, if you look, we reached those highs here. Ether's only sitting up not even 2x from there. But if you look at Bitcoin, for example, this is a really interesting comparison. I mean, Bitcoin, it's sitting at now about 2x from there, but there's just so much room left to run, and Ethereum, again, is very understated right now, and it's the second largest coin, so it could really outperform Bitcoin. A lot of people are scared of Bitcoin because it's just got, such a massive share price. I mean, who's going to want to buy something that's nearly 50,000? The average retail investor, for example, doesn't want to put their money in something that's already at 50,000 because it's just too high for them. But if they find out there was a coin like Dogecoin, or, which is 27 cents, then they're going to want to be more inclined to buy that. And that's why we've seen, obviously, such a huge, enormous push in Dogecoin recently. And then also Ethereum is the second largest coin. So there's still a lot of money left to be made there. And it's only at 2,600, as you can see. So there is a huge market there for Ethereum, Dogecoin, all of those ones. Another coin I'm really bullish on is I'm not sure if I put it on my watch list the other day. Is not BNB. Is, let's get it up on here. Is it Cardano? Let's go to cryptos. CARN. I think it's, yeah, Cardano. So this coin is potentially going to be going to $10 by the end of the year, which will be very, very interesting if this does happen, because that's going to be a 10x from the current share price at around $1.30. Well, especially where we were a few days ago, because we were actually down again at $1. We came down here obviously just last week, at the beginning of last week, on 23rd of April. We did actually bounce off that 100. So Cardano is a coin that I'm also watching very closely right now, and I think, you know, in the long run could do very, very well. So this is a potential player to start loading up on as well if you are someone that is buying into cryptos. These are the cryptos that I'm currently watching, just to let you all know. So Cardano is one. Obviously, Dogecoin has seen a big push. People still think it could have, you know, a big push up to $1 over time. The market cap right now is massive. You know, it's over 20 billion in Dogecoin. It's massive. It's just gone astronomical. And all it takes is a tweet from Elon Musk to simply go Dogecoin to the moon, and you know, this is going to absolutely take off again. It's going to hit 50 cents for sure. So there's a lot of money to be made in a lot of these coins. You think you accidentally bought a Finecoin at $9? Oh no, this is the problem with the cryptos, isn't it? Because we don't know what price we're getting them. Sometimes it's just a case of buying in. It's just the average price. It's hard to find on these trust wallets and all these other accounts, because we don't know exactly what price they're going to land in on. But if you're new, guys, welcome in. Make sure to hit that big red subscribe button again. My name's Jason. Don't forget to go down there and like this video as well. I cover anything on my channel, from stocks, cryptos, you know, lots of different things. Been investing for years. But most of my portfolio, like I said, is in the stock market. But I do have a big allocation to my portfolio in the crypto. And I love where a lot of these players are going right now. So these are, again, like some of the coins I'm watching. Let's see what some of the other coins are doing. We've also got Elongate. Let's see what Elongate's doing. So we're still currently at $7. Oh no, we've actually, if I refresh it, we're down now. We're back down to $4 on Refinable. It's really dropping off. Wow, look at that, right back down to its listing price. Someone said this came in on $4 today. So I haven't looked at Hollow. Actually, Dylan, I haven't got any thoughts on it, because I haven't looked through it. Give me feel free to give me some information on it though in the comments, dude. I'd love to know. I've already bought Shows Pancake Swap. I just need to add to my Trust wallet. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, but this is how easy it is to get burned on this as well. That's why we have to be careful. And again, this is why I always say nibble in those positions, guys, because if you're going to be buying in something, again, there's always risk, especially in crypto, because it's one of the mostly volatile markets in the world right now, I would say. You know, you can be up 100% in a day. You can also be down 100% on your money. So it's very, very crazy. A perfect example of that is, you know, buying in at $9, as someone's just said in the comments. So I would just be nibbling into those positions. I'd never buy in fully today. I'd wait for it to settle, maybe put in 20% of my allocated. If I was going to say put $2,000 in, I'd maybe only put in about $400 today, and then I'd see where it is tomorrow. And then if I saw any dips, then maybe I'd add in then, and then start to just average in whether it goes down and down. It just depends how you want to play it. But that way, guys, you're going to get the best average price, and you know, you're going to save yourself in the long run a lot of money, a lot of time, and you're going to get the best price, and where you're not going to get burned if it does have a huge drop off. But obviously, some people would argue that they would rather take the risk, because if they're going to put it in, a lot of people that are putting the money in crypto are YOLOing. They just put in their YOLO money, as they call it. It's just their play money. And they just buy in, you know, like $100 or a few $1,000s of their play money, like a penny stock, and they just leave it, and they'll just go and check it again in a week or two. And I did have some fun with Elongate, like I said. I wonder if Elongate is on here. Let's have a look. Because Elongate has recently been selling off. We're kind of flat today, are we? Quite stagnant on the day. So yeah, we're sitting at 45th millionth right now. That's interesting. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, so I'm still in Elongate. What I did, guys, really, really good like information I think that will help you guys out. So when I get into a play like this, what I do is I wait for it to go up about 50 to 100%, and I start to take out my winnings as well. So what I'd end up doing is if I'm up 100% in my play, I usually take out my initial investment completely, and then I just let profits run. That way you're never going to get burned in a play. If you've taken out your original investment, it's so smart, because then when you're sitting up, you're in profit, you just leave it, and then over time you're going to obviously make cumulative doubling of your money, and you're going to get compound interest again if that keeps pushing up as a coin. So that way you've eliminated risk. You can put that money elsewhere. You can put it into something more stable like Bitcoin, Ethereum, like we talked about, even Cardano. Cardano. We've also got BNB. This is coming up pretty big right now. Binance Coin is, sitting at like near all-time highs at $564. So that's also quite interesting as well. If you don't know how to get the address to go to Refinable website and click PancakeSwap, yeah, it should show you. So if you need the address, again, just go to Twitter, make sure you're not being scammed, and you guys want to go over to Refinable here, which is the official Twitter page, and it's got nearly 100,000 followers. They're at 97,000 followers, and then on their first post, they've got an official token address, which they have announced. So you can copy this address here. If you want more information, you can scroll down here, and you can actually click on this link that was posted 1 hour ago, and on this link here it should then come up with some more information and news, and it will also come up with a website, which I did go onto earlier, and it will bring up the original website here, which you can look at, which is refinable.com, and you can get a lot more information on any of the NFTs and all of that. Mr. Beast, obviously the American YouTuber, millions and millions of followers, great channel, he's so funny. I actually recently discovered him over the last few months, and he's so funny. Some of his videos are hysterical, and he just throws money at people. It's just crazy, and he's obviously in on this investment. Obviously he's helped put this together, so quite interesting, which is again why we've seen a lot of hype. So it's gonna be interesting. I'll see if my Trust Wallet goes through again in a bit. Now that we have got a chart up, we can actually see what is happening with this Refinable token. Let's see. Let's click on Refinable, see where we're at. Yeah, we're selling off now. We're selling off hard. So we're minus 15%. So I'm actually just going to leave it for a bit, I think. Just keep tracking the price down, see what happens before I decide to plunge my toes in. And before I buy anything else, I think that's going to be the best bet really for this one moving forward. And again, let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing right now. We can have a look. We've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin again is up 1.5% on the day, 1.69, so not from 1.63. So we're sitting up quite high. So we'll see what happens here. Again, if we do touch the 21, we can probably expect to bounce between here and the 100 EMA. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Hopefully we won't get a massive sell-off in any of those cryptos. But quite interesting stuff. So that's an update there on some of the refine. Obviously, like I said, we did an update on Nasdaq. Talked about some of the recovery stocks that we're in. BIP, Tesla, Planet 13, Mara. Again, because Marathon Painting Group relates to the price of Bitcoin. If you guys are still can't see it on Trust Wallet, you should be able to get it. Let me go and have a look now. I'll go onto my Trust Wallet. Go on to PancakeSwap. Going to be doing it now. I'm just doing it on my phone. Unfortunately, you can't see it in the live stream. So should work. PancakeSwap. Going down, select my currency. Seems to be working. Yeah, it seems to be working on here fine for me. I don't know why it wouldn't be working. It might just be a bug, maybe. Maybe it's just a bug for you. Some people obviously seem to be doing it. My friend James has managed to get in as well, I think. Strange. I can see it on there, but it just won't let me buy it. Obviously, I've put through 3 transactions now every time I've had an error. But some people are saying the slippage needs to be at 49%, which is obviously very, very high. And some people are saying that slippage, it needs to be like 5%. So it really depends. I mean, go lower and then just keep scaling up if you can't get through. Sometimes I do that on some of those plays anyway, and it takes a long time before it clears. So wow, we've got 84 people in here now. It's my first time going live. Thanks to everyone that's new. If you're new in here, let me know where you're from. Welcome. My name's Jason. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, that like button for me. Obviously, we've just launched the Refinable, so let's see what it is doing now. Is it still selling off? It's going to be quite interesting to see, isn't it? What is happening today. Wow, we've got 96 people on here now. You guys are amazing, smashing it. Thanks so much. Right, we are down still 15%, so it's still not moving. It's quite stagnant. So really interesting. I wonder why it came on at $4. Does anyone know why it came on at $4 today? Because I don't know. I was under the impression it was coming on at 33 cents. So I don't know why that happened. But wow, we did have a massive push up, that huge hype look, and it's just kind of come off. Oh, it came on at $8 apparently. Wow. So it's obviously selling off. People, I wonder why it's selling off so quickly then. That's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Walk us through to add it on a Trust Wallet. So on Trust Wallet, you need to go to the browser extension. I can't do it on my computer. I usually only do it on my phone. And then you want to go to PancakeSwap. So on the exchange, what you need to do is you need to get the PancakeSwap token up. If you can get PancakeSwap, it will be a page like this. And then what you do is you add in your money on Trust Wallet. Say you have bought US dollar to BNB, which is Binance Coin, and say you have £1,000 in Binance Coin right now. What you would do is you would put from BNB, so you would select BNB on here, and then obviously that means that you're selecting BNB. You would put the amount, so obviously if it was 100 US dollar, then obviously you would put however much that would be in Binance Coin. So it would be something like 0.2 Binance Coin basically, and then it usually here will say max. And then what you would do is on here you would click onto this address, and then you would paste in the address here from Twitter, which would be the address. Let me go back. You guys can see the address that we obviously had up on here, which is this address here. Once you obviously copy this address, you will then come up with the fine token here, as you can see. Then you would click that. If it lets you, you can click add, and then again you would just click max, and then the max would basically be transferring all of your BNB that you have to fine token. And then there should be a little box here that says slippage. You want to put that to anywhere between 12 and 49%, and just keep fiddling it up if it doesn't go through. And then you just click buy or transfer, and then it should just allow you to go through, and you just have to confirm it. And then obviously when you're on your Trust Wallet, you have to then look at your actual confirmations on your Trust Wallet, like what you've got on there. And then it will tell you if you've got it in your watch list, and if it's in your watch list, then you can, you can then actually start to see what it's doing. So let me go onto YouTube. Just a second to go onto this this chat. So yeah, quite interesting stuff really. My phone has just run out of battery. How interesting. But yeah, these are some of the plays right now that we're watching. If you guys bear with me a second, I'm just going to go get my phone charger. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Be right back. Let me just go get my phone charger. Right, we are back. So yeah, that's some of the plays right now that we're watching. Pretty interesting. Does anyone want me to look through anything else? Any other the coins? Let's see what else it's doing really quick. And let's see what SPE is doing as well. We can have a look at that. So we're down to $4 as well. So SPE is Save Planet Earth. Don't know if it's on here. SPE. There it is. So this is another stock, guys. Like I said, this is another charity coin token. So SPE is down 16% on the day. It's being very, very stagnant since it came on. I don't think this coin got a lot of attention, which is why it's down so low right now. So we'll have to see where this goes. But this is quite an interesting play, like I said, because they're donating to charity as well. And I like, obviously, having a little bit of my money, because it's just something nice, you know, that when you're investing, you know that you're doing some good there as well, and you are actually helping out. And the same with Elongate, because I said like Elongate, what they do is they choose a charity of their choice every 2 weeks, and then they actually donate to that charity, depending on what charity it is. And then they've already donated over £1 million to charity. And again, this was only out a month ago, so it's only been out a month, and they've already donated over £1 million to some children's charities and all sorts of other things. So great cause there. We did actually have a big spike up, and we have now in fact sold off quite dramatically. And how much are we up on the day? We are down -5% on the day, so that's another quite interesting play there. Very, very interesting play. Yeah, I seem to be echoing. Let me mute this. There we go. So that's quite interesting. What's happened to ALPP? I think we had hit $4 today. Let me have a look for you there. My phone is just reloaded back up, ran out of battery. Been using my Trust Wallet too much trying to buy this refined. Let's come back up. ALPP. Oh wow, we're up 6% on the day. This is nice. This is really nice. Let's go to the 4-hour charts. So I don't think we've hit 4 yet because we haven't had any pin bar. So we're up to $3 and nearly 80 cents today. We're up nearly 7% on the day. So that's some really good news there. I don't think it's a scam, Rav. No, I don't think it's a scam. Also, have you seen my new video on ALPP, Jackie? We may hit $4 today. Ah, right. Sorry, I thought you said we had hit. Yeah, no, we haven't hit, but we may. You're right. Wow, this will be epic. If we can hit $4, like I said, and we can break above this 100 line and we can close above, then that's going to be fantastic for us. Yeah, ALPP is going to be nice once we hit Nasdaq, guys. Hopefully it's going to be a nice run for us. It's going to be a good year. Ken said it's going to be a fantastic year. We can expect some nice revenues coming in for this company, and we can then expect, to see a nice push in that share price. How do you add tokens to your Trust Wallet? Says Zero. So on Trust Wallet, if you go to the top right hand corner, you'll have like these 2 lines with circles in. If you click on that, you should then be able to have a search bar, and it will say manage. Now you can actually type in the address of the token that you're looking for, or you can in fact search for it by name, and then you can click add, yes or no, and that's what you would need to do once you've added it, and then then it will tell you on your Trust Wallet whether you own any of that or not. So make sure to add it in, because obviously if you were to swap a token over and then it disappears from your Trust Wallet, it's not going to show in your portfolio how much money you've got unless obviously you've got that search allowed into your main wallet, and then it will tell you that you've actually got it in holding. But it will be there, it just, you haven't added it to your watch list, and then when it's in your watch list, then it will update how much money you've got. Lost $200, what a joke. Oh no, is that for the refined token? Sandip, I would like to know what that one's for. You never know where it's going to go. Again, this is so short-lived right now. It's only been up about 2 hours. Don't know where this is going to go over the next few weeks. It could be absolutely enormous. We just don't know what's going to happen to it. Is the Refinable token showing up on Trust Wallet yet, or do I need to add the address as a custom token? I had to add it when I did it. I just used the Twitter link here, and then I copy and pasted it onto PancakeSwap, and then I did it that way. But I couldn't find it in the browse, and I couldn't add it to the actual wallet. But my transaction 3 times failed to go through, so yeah, I wasn't able to do it. Let me go back through some of these comments really quick. I'm still trying to look and see what other comments we've got on here. Wow, these comments are coming in so quick, I can't see them all. Guys, if you're new, welcome in. Make sure to smash that like button for me, and also hit that big red subscribe button. Join this family, why not? We talk about the stock market loads. We talk about some crypto plays. We've got a Discord. Again, we've got Patreon on there as well. So if you want to join in, then feel free to check out. It's all a link in the description below. And I'm happy to look through any of your plays. If you want me to look through any of the other stocks or cryptos, then let me know below in the comments now, and I'll bring some up for you. I'm expecting obviously some of the stocks to kind of pull back because we're sitting quite high up right now, and it's really interesting talking about some of this refinable token, like I said, because I like putting a little bit of fun right now in the markets, because we've had, really crazy time in the stock market over the last year. Has been absolutely nuts, guys. It's been absolutely nuts. We've seen like massive hype in electronic vehicles, and I mean, like, look at Tesla reaching nearly 1,000. Like, it's just insane. Like, last year was just crazy. And, you know, we've seen a lot of selling off since then. And obviously, crypto is just, like, so hot right now. So it's just nice to have, you know, a bit of a mixture in your portfolio, putting some money in crypto, putting some money in stocks, and just kind of seeing where it goes, you know, and having a bit of fun at the same time. And we're able to do that now, so it's really, really nice. And again, you've got plays like NIO. This company is going to be so big, guys, moving forward, honestly. Like, if you think about the electrical vehicle market in the world right now, it's not even 3% at capacity of the world. And moving forward, we've got massive plans in place by 2030, 2050. We're going to have 50% emissions cut, and we're going to be producing electronic vehicles in China, you know, at a much more rapid pace. These companies are going to be, you know, supercharged, and they're going to dominate. They're going to have autonomous driving aspects. They've got different lifestyle brands. They do food, music, all sorts of things. Houses, energy storage. Tesla, again, was the number one leader. So these companies are growing exponentially, and every time that they actually get a cumulative doubling in their manufacturing, the price actually comes down, and we're actually going to see a transition in the next 10 years where buying an electrical vehicle is actually going to be cheaper than it is going to be if you are going to, in fact, buy a normal combustion engine car. And that's where these companies are then going to start to ramp up those profits really quickly. And right now, even though a lot of these companies are not profitable, in the future they will be, and it's going to be super exciting. This is awful. I bought in at $4.80 each, says Rowan. Buying it at 33 cents. That's what you thought you were buying in. Refine was a cash grab for the owners. No way. It started at 0.3. Apparently, Jonathan, it started at $8, is what I'm finding out from the comments on this thread. I found out today that apparently this started at $8. That is just absolutely nuts. So why did that happen? I cannot even believe that. It's an A, isn't it? Refinable. Let's have a look back on this. So glad I didn't put $1,000 in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is crazy. Wow, down to $2. Wow, it's crashing down hard. This is crazy. This was like all hype. Wow, unbelievable. I feel bad for anyone that got in this straight away early. I mean, who knows? Who really knows, guys, what this is going to happen? We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, maybe it's going to fly back up over the next week or two because this is so new. Maybe people are just taking profits right now because there's a lot of, obviously, fear and uncertainty. So we don't know where it's going to go. If you're new in again, then make sure to smash the like button as always, guys, and also hit that big red subscribe button. Welcome to this family of investors. Wow, we've got 150 people in here on my first live stream. Thanks, guys. This is absolutely awesome. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for coming and spending a part of your day to be in here. Absolutely love that. I'm so glad that I get to do this and I get to spend a part of my day with you guys. Just absolutely amazing. Wow, we're on fire. 175 people. We just jumped up 25 people. This is crazy. Well, let's have a quick refresh and see what it's doing now, shall we? We've got good job. Let's see what we got now. $2.31 though still. Do you know, it's so interesting that this Refinable token is going up and down like crazy, and you've got the other crypto assets going up. You've got Bitcoin is now up 2% on the day. A minute ago this was up 150, so it was up 1.5%, and now it's up near 2%. So, you know, you've got the crypto markets generally moving up today. And again, let's go down to Ethereum. I didn't actually check up what it was up today. I know it was at near all-time highs as we discussed. But Ethereum's up 7% on the day. Look at that. We're about to break all-time highs. This is amazing. So really good news if you are an Ethereum holder. So yeah, that's some awesome news there. We were just reaching oversold levels of the RSI there. I just deleted that off, so I'll have to reload that up again in a second. But that's just incredible. And then you've got obviously plays like Refinable that are coming on, and they're selling off, which is just crazy. But this just goes to show the hype right now that's in, you know, the crypto space, and why there's so much money to be made, obviously, if you know where to put it when you're buying those dips and stuff. But the crypto market, again, very volatile, very risky. Got to be careful. This is why I always say, you know, be diversified. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and just nibble in those positions, guys, as I've been saying since we started this live stream. If you're going to get in today, then just get in with maybe 10 or 15% of your allocated position. Say you had £1,000 that you want to throw in. I would personally just be putting in about £150 today, and then I would just be letting it sit until tomorrow. Then I'll be looking for any dips, and that's when I'm going to start to then add in more, and then I'm going to start to buy in more and see where we go. Because if you're buying in with you know, £10,000 straight away, and it's hard to know where this is going, then it's a risk. Again, if you're willing to take that risk, that's fine. And again, we don't know what's going to happen. It could go up in the long run, and it could be absolutely amazing. It could be pioneering. You could make an absolute fortune, but we just don't know. So in order to protect myself, like I said, That's why I've got the majority of my money in long-term wealth building stocks. Again, I've got money in the S&P 500. A lot of these stocks on my watch list right now, I own about half of them inside my portfolio. And then again, I've also got some crypto plays. Like I said, I've been watching Cardano. We've also got Dogecoin. These are two plays I'm in, with Ethereum and Bitcoin, obviously my two largest players. And then again, I haven't managed to purchase any Refinable tokens today. I think actually, having seen what's going on with it right now, is I'm actually going to probably just watch it for the next few hours before I decide to, pull a plug and put any of my money into that position. ALPP's at $4, Lewis says. Holy hell. Oh, wow, let's see what's going on there. Let's scroll up. Look at what Skills is doing today as well. Skills is actually down 2%. We had a massive push in Skills recently, which is absolutely insane. Wow, we just reached 216. Wow, you guys are amazing. Make sure to go down there and smash that like button if you're new again. Welcome to this family of investors. My name's Jason. If you're new, then make sure to subscribe as well. I'd love to have you on this journey with me. We talk stocks on this channel every day. I put out videos. I've been going since the start of this year, and we've been growing every single week, and it's just been incredible. Absolutely love this community. ALPP, yeah, nearly at $4. We are up more than 8% on the day now. We have just hit $3.86. That is some fantastic news there for ALPP. If you are a shareholder, if anyone is an ALPP shareholder, then let me know below in the comments. Type ALPP now. I'm going to type it because I love ALPP. It is such a good little company, and they're doing everything they can. They're a subsidiary. They own the essence of American companies, and they're continuing to buy up different companies in the US, and they're in many different market industries. They're in technology, they're in construction, manufacturing, aerospace and defense. They've got drone technology, and a lot of those companies right now are not making money for them, but they will do in the long runs. And they, it's a long road to profitability in any business, guys. It takes time to build that, and that's why they're a penny stock. But again, another position potentially to add in from a lot of these other crypto plays. If you're a crypto person on this channel right now and you're watching on this live stream, then again, we like to invest in some of those penny stocks as well, and also some of those long-term wealth builders like NIO and Tesla, for example. So, and again, we did mention at the start of this live stream about Amazon, because Amazon was potentially doing a stock share split, guys, that soon. So that's going to be really interesting. If Amazon do a stock split share, then that's going to be incredible news, because that's going to actually push them outside of this area of consolidation they've been in since July. They've been consolidating between this price range here, which is absolutely enormous, between $3,400 a share and $2,900. So my original buying with ALPP was 80 cents. Now my average is $3. Gotta love ALPP, the glitch. Love that. That's awesome. With ALPP, I actually bought in around that $2 at first. I had a really nice position. And I actually sold my entire position at ALPP when we hit about $7.50 to $8 up here. And I remember, you guys will know, back on my channel, I said to a lot of people, don't be buying in at $9.50. Just don't do it. And people were saying, no, it's going to go to the moon. We're going to go into double digits. We're never going to see these prices again. And I said, I warned everyone, Ken came out in an interview. I watched all of his interviews, and he said he's going to do share dilution. And as soon as I made a video about it, people were still slating me in the comments saying, you've done wrong by selling your ALPP, because I said to everyone, I've sold my ALPP, you should too. And then what happened? Kent came out the next week. He announced a 55 million share dilution, and the share price literally crashed overnight, and we went all the way back down to about $5.50 in the space of a week. And that's when I then started to say, right, this is looking more attractive, because the share dilution was done at around $6.50, which was back up here. So we've got obviously other people buying in up here. And I just thought around these prices, because again, we've got the $5 mark here, which was a layer of support. I knew that we were going to have some nice price action confirmation for a support line. I was a bit underestimated, obviously, because it did actually fly back down here. We had a massive sell-off, and again, that's just due to the overall market trend, due to capital gains tax, and obviously there was so much inflation fears, and the bond yields were rising, so a lot of people took out their money from penny stocks. They were just taking their profits end of year for taxes, and again, now that that's kind of out the way and it's settling down, we've now started to see some money flood back in, so we are nearly sitting at $4 while we're up 10% on the day on ALPP, so congratulations there to those shareholders. That is absolutely awesome. So yeah, I'm very happy to buy in. Now my average price, I did buy in, like I said, I think I've got an average price on ALPP of around $4. So I'll be about break even, hopefully, by the time this does get back up. But again, I did profit nicely. I made quite a few £100 on that trade. It was really easy. Just got in here. Again, penny stock was about 1% of my portfolio. And then again, I sold back all the way up here. And then I waited for the confirmation for it to come back down. There's nothing worse than you guys looking at a graph like this, because it's just like a roller coaster. When you look at something like that, you just go, what is going to happen next? That is just so obvious. It's going to come crashing back down. Stocks don't just keep going up forever. I mean, just look at Bitcoin. It's so volatile. Look at this. Look at this. It's just like up and down, up and down. This is the 4-hour chart, guys. This is, these are big candle wicks. So it takes a lot of time for things to go up and down, up and down. But that's why you want to buy in on those red days. You always want to wait for those dips. You want to get the best price. Don't get into FOMO, guys. Don't do it. If you subscribe to this channel, you won't get FOMO. If you join the Patreon, you won't get FOMO. I'm telling you. So Refinable is back up, guys. It's going back up to $3.58. So that's some nice news there. But yeah, you won't get FOMO, guys, if you're joining this channel, because I talk a lot about it, on this channel, and I'm always giving my price targets where I'm going to be getting in. The patrons know I alert them when I do see a trade. I had a lot of positions over the last 2 weeks, but none of them triggered. And it's just what happens. Sometimes there's not always the content on there, but it's because the price actions haven't actually triggered down to my buy zones. Once it does trigger down, I have alerts set on my phone. I get notified, and I can put them out on the Patreon for people, especially the newcomers that want some help with the stocks and everything like that. Let's come back onto the comments and see what we've got coming on here. Curious to see anyone else's price for their Finecoin on Trust Wallet. Still, I'm waiting out right now to see how this does settle down on the Refinable. Let's see if they've got 100,000 yet on their Twitter page. It'll be interesting. They nearly hit 100,000, guys. So I think that this is going to keep growing. Again, this is just the first few hours that this is launched. So we're going to see a lot of videos and a lot of hype on YouTube coming out after today. A lot of people are going to be, doing a lot of publicity for them. And I reckon that this is probably going to grow to about 500,000 followers over the next few weeks. Easy. I really wouldn't be surprised to see that. So keep your eyes on the Twitter, guys, because this is going to go up every single day. And we are going to see a lot more videos pumping this coin. So let's go on. Let's have a quick refresh, see what's coming on. Round 2 of Fine coming up. Let's see. Again, we're at $3.58. So, wow, we're at 231 people now. You guys are amazing. Thanks for entering the chat room. Again, my name's Jason. Make sure to go smash that like button if you haven't. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you guys are from. It wasn't 33 cents. Apparently, it came on at $8. So, and I don't understand how it's come on at $8 and it's been sold off. But it says here on the graph, guys, that it actually came on at $4.84. So obviously, people are taking their profits pretty hard right now, which is why we've seen a big sell-off. But we are seeing a bit of a recovery around that $2 price range. So interesting. I mean, crypto is hot right now. Like I said, it's trending. You just got to be careful. But there's a lot of money to be made. Coinbase sitting at break even on the day. Again, this is another stock that's just recently come out on IPO, and it's sitting at $3.05. I did actually alert the Patreons on this, just the other day on our buy zone. So it's quite interesting. But I did put out a buy alert for Coinbase around that 300, because I think in the long run, guys, this is going to be a fantastic opportunity, and there's going to be a lot of good things coming for this space of crypto. I think crypto is so underestimated right now, and people just think crypto is a scam, and it's really not. There's so much money to be made. There's definitely scams out there. You've just got to put your due diligence, and your research to the test. You've got to know what you're putting your money into. Wow, ALPP is going up, guys. We're at $3.92. We are about to hit $4. This is fantastic news. This is fantastic. Hi, greetings from Holland. Just Kramer says greetings from Holland and Puerto Rico. Hi there. Wow, both fantastic places. Been to both of those places. Love Puerto Rico. Some really, really nice black beaches there. I remember when I went traveling there years ago, and I went into some of the forest areas and I had monkeys jumping over me, which was a really, really awesome time. Like I said, I went traveling for about 9 years around the world, so I've been really, really blessed with my life and loved doing all of that. So hopefully we can get this ALPP, guys, up to $4 today. That is going to be some really good news. I would love to put out, in the Discord that we're up to $4 on ALPP. What a day that will be. Wow, that was going to be amazing. What price is a good entry for hi from the Philippines? I've also got a lot of friends in Vanilla. That is some cool places. I worked on a cruise ship for a very long time, and some really, really cool people. Got people from Portsmouth. ALPP, huge news after a difficult 6 weeks, definitely. So, it's just goes to show, guys, if you have patience in the markets, you will be rewarded. You've just got to play patient on this. You've just got to wait. Like, you know, the markets were selling off, and I mean, a lot of the YouTube channels, I follow a lot of big YouTubers on Instagram. You know, a lot of people were saying how their views were suffering, and a lot of people weren't watching content and stuff like that, like it had been over the last 6 months. And it's very true. I mean, even my channel dropped off in a lot of views in a sense. You know, sometimes I used to get a few thousand, now I get a few hundred, and it's just because people are scared. Obviously, when the markets are going down, it's totally understandable. If you're new, you're a retail investor, and you're in the markets for the first time, it's totally understandable to see money disappearing from underneath you, and it, you know. But you have to remember, guys, if you're in the stock market, it's just what happens. It's just so normal to see the stocks go up and down. But what you do is you use that price fluctuation to your advantage. So when the prices get down to these low points, you don't panic. Obviously, you just stay calm. And if you're a long-term investor and you remember why you invested in a company for the first point, and then you just actually average your position in, which is why I always say nibble in, and obviously you just add in over time. If you're adding in, you know, a certain allocated percent every single month, then you're going to get the best average price. You're going to lower your risk, and in the long run, you are going to see that push back up, just like you did there in March. And again, we have now seen it in April, and we're coming back up. So it just takes time, and again, you can see it throughout all of the place. It's just how the stock market works. It moves up and down, and that's why I always say avoid buying at highs. If you see a stock and it is flying up, like I say, and you know, we just did that big analysis on ALPP, which is about to hit $4, and I said, you know, when it was up here, there's nothing worse than buying up here. This is why I don't buy, because it will be overstretched on an RSI level. From a technical standpoint, that is not good. Fundamentally, you're never going to want to do that. You just want to wait for it to come back. You just got to be patient. If you're patient, guys, it will pay off. It will always pay off. I can guarantee you. Wow, we've got 277 people in here. This is absolutely amazing. Thanks so much. Loving this support. You're welcome. I'm glad that you've learned some lessons. It's hard, you know, but you've got to sometimes, you know, learn lessons, make mistakes. I've made mistakes when I first started investing years ago, guys. I used to work for HSBC Bank, you know, years and years ago. And, you know, as a banker, I got into the stock market, and, you know, my first trade, I think, was in oil. I actually started buying some oil, and it was around the time my oil was crashing pretty hard. So, you know, I learned a lot of money. I lost about 2-3 grand within the space of a week. You know, just your average Joe Blogs guy here. And, you know, for me back then, you know, a few years ago, it was quite a bit of money, and I was just like kind of shocked. But, you know, you learn from every mistake that you make. ALPP is definitely going to hit $4, Jackie. I hope you're still here. What about Refinable? When should we enter? Says Amni. So Refinable right now, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for it to level out. I think I'm going to avoid it for the next few hours. I'm a bit confused because I heard that this was supposed to come on at 33 cents. Apparently it came on at $8, but if I look at the charts, it's telling me that it did actually come on at $4. So I really don't understand what is going on with it right now. I'm a bit reluctant to put any more of my money into it. I did try to put 3 orders through on Trust Wallet. They all got rejected. I had a slippage of about 12 to 15%. I heard you need a slippage of anywhere between 12 and 49%. On your Trust Wallet to do that. So right now it seems to be leveling down, and while the price is trending down, as you can see, I don't want to buy into it on a downtrend. I want to wait for it to bottom like this, actually have some consolidation for maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm going to maybe start to nibble in that position. So because again, it's just being too volatile right now for me to know what it's doing, and I'm a bit confused as to why. Like I said, it came on at $4, which is over 10x the price it was supposed to. Again, if I come back on here, we've got Elongate as well right now. That's still staying quite stagnant on the day, waiting for this chart to load on the graph. We are coming up a little bit on the day. Let's have a look at SafeMoon again. Like I said, I'm not actually in SafeMoon right now, but it is very, very popular. And we've also got Safe Mars. It's meant to be, you know, the next SafeMoon. Everyone's saying that, the Safe Mars. We'll have a look at that as well. SafeMoon again is down. I've still not bought into this because it seems to be on a bit of a downtrend right now. There's been a lot of hype and speculation on this. So we're down 22% on the day. We're at 42 millionth of a cent. So, or is that 100,000? So quite interesting. Let's have a look at Safe Mars. Again, these are some other crypto plays. Some plays that I'm not in. Nearly lost 1K, Samantha. Lost Flexing, Stepping, lost 5,000. I'm so sorry to hear that, guys. I hope that it picks back up for you. You just don't know what it's going to do. My only thing I can say for that is, you know, if you're really convinced that in this NFT play, then what you want to do is you want to just get in when it's cheaper. You want to average your price down, and when it comes back up, you just want to take out some of those profits, and then that way you're going to get a better average price by bringing it down a bit. And then obviously once it pushes back up, you can start to get out. That's how I always play things. Like I said with ALPP, which is about to hit $4. I'm going back onto the chart, guys, because ALPP is up nearly 15%. Well, we're up at 12.5%. So we are certainly gonna hear. I hope Jackie, if you're still here, she is. I'm here and happy. She says, "Wow, this is such epic news. This is awesome day. We hit $4. Look at that. Oh, epic. I wish I could play a sound. I don't know how to do it on this new live stream. Guys, I'll get better at live stream. This is my first live stream on YouTube. So it was amazing. We've got nearly 300 people in here. If you're new, welcome. Make sure to smash that like button for me. Go down there, smash that like button, and type ALPP in the comments for me, or Refinable token if you're in here trading cryptos today. And also, don't forget to join this family of investors. I'd love to have you on this channel, guys. I can teach you as much as I can. I always give out as much value as I can to you all. Make sure to hit that big red subscribe button. Would love to have you on this journey. Like I said, most of my money is in the stock market, but I am also dabbling 10% of my portfolio into crypto plays. My name is Jason. Usually have my video on, but again, this is live stream. It's all new to me, so I'm still in the process of setting all that up and getting my dual monitors in place for me to do that, so I can get these comments read. Yeah, how amazing. If Amazon, so we've got Lewis Turner, if Amazon price split goes ahead on Thursday, what do you think the price will be? Well, the only thing we can do is go back to Tesla, and we can look at what happened to Tesla's share price when they did a split. So they were sitting at around 400, right? I think back around here, and we actually, wow, we went up like 50% almost, so about 35%. So we can probably expect a run up of about 35%. But I mean, Tesla is its own brand, so maybe not. That's probably me hyping it up massively. We're probably not going to see that with Amazon with the price that it's at $1 trillion market cap. But yeah, it's certainly going to move it. I mean, taking it back on that, it's certainly going to push up outside of this consolidation zone, because people will buy it, especially if this goes down to, you know, a 6-to-1 or something like that. Be quite interesting, because this is only going to be about 400 a share or 600 a share. If that's the case, then a lot of people are going to be much more reluctant to buy a share of Amazon. In fact, it will probably encourage me to buy 1 or 2 more Amazon shares and add them into my portfolio. So nice, first time here, so reading some comments. Where are you broadcasting from? We have Omiji. I am broadcasting from England, from sunny southwest Cornwall. We've got Meet George podcast in here. Smash the like button, everyone. Thanks so much. Really appreciate you guys spending a part of your day here with me. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Like I said, again, it's nice and sunny out my window today here in sunny Cornwall. We've got spring on its way. We're coming into May. Not intending to rhyme. I'm new to crypto. All I can say, these guys are FOMO. I'm crying that they lost. Oh, and saying it's a scam, says Hayes. A lot of people got scammed with the wrong contract address, and people still unaware of it. Please make sure you bought the right token. Yeah, guys, if you're worried about what token to buy, then you need to come onto this here. So Refinable is the Twitter page. You want to come on here. It's got nearly 100,000 followers. Let's refresh this. It's got 98.3k followers, and they have, you know, all of their addresses on here. This is where you want to get all of your information. This is the official token address. So if you copy this, that's where you're going to get it, and then you go into PancakeSwap, obviously on your Trust wallet, and then you can buy it through BNB. That is the best way to do it. And again, if you use PancakeSwap, you can use it for anything, for buying Dogecoin, for buying Cardano, anything that you want. So yeah, from Cornwall, southwest England. What do you think of Palantir? We've got some, and then we've got Raj. Did anyone get them at 33? Raj, I think it came on at $4, people are saying. So I'm just also scrolling back to see if I missed anything in the comments there, because there was a lot of comments coming in. So we've got, let's see. We've got Palantir. I did do an update on this a minute ago. So we've got this zone right now that you can see that we are trading in. If we do in fact break out of this resistance zone, then we are going to in fact trend higher towards that $27 mark. As you can see, we have actually hit this layer of resistance that I've drawn in. We've tested here many times before, once, twice here, 3 times. We've also used this as a layer of support here, and once obviously it's been used as a layer of support, it will then become a resistance if we cross below it. So we are below it, so it has started to sell off. So I expect the Palantir will probably drop back down to around $22, guys, and it will probably hit back down on the RSI levels of about 50. I am actually just going to refresh this up, because TradingView has got rid of my RSI. It does this sometimes for me, and I have to refresh it on here, so just bear with me for like 10 seconds while I reload this up. We can get this back up now. There we go. Yep, the RSI is back up on here now. So let's go back onto Palantir. So you can see that we are reaching overbought levels on the RSI. So this would tell me right now that obviously we're going to have a lot of sellers enter the market. People will also take profits, and we're probably going to come back down to the 50 layer. And that's what I'm going to be looking for as a technical trader, obviously. Let me have a look and see again what all of these other plays are doing, and have a look at our Refinable. See if we're up or down. Yeah, it's still dipping down towards that $3. So I'm still not going to touch it while it's going down a bit for now. Just want to see where it settles down. It looks like it is settling around this $2 to $3 mark right now. So I reckon it will probably hit back down to that support layer. If it goes back down to $2.08 and finds support and it bounces, then that's probably going to be the new support for this, because then it will be a double confirmation over the course of a few hours. So that's probably what's going to happen here. How long will you stream? Hay says. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm having a lot of fun. This is my first stream going live. ALPP's having its pullback now, look. So that's quite interesting. We've had, you know, a really fantastic day on ALPP. Obviously, a lot of people are now cashing up those profits. You take a sip of water there. I need that. I'm fine. Still have not arrived on my Trust Wallet. Anyone got that issues? Have you added it to your browser, Raj? Make sure you add it to your browser. If you add it to like your actual watch list, I mean from the browser, make sure it's added to your watch list, and then it will definitely show through. Hey Jace, would love to do ALPP collab with you soon, says Driving Trader. Sure, give me a message on one of my videos, leave an email or something, and I'll try and get back to you. We've got a great stream so far. Thank you so much, Tyler. You give great info. Some streams have too much info for me to take in. Hopefully this has been quite simplified. I don't want to overcomplicate things, you know. Mainly on here for you guys today. Like I said, I'm just looking at the plays through the comments that you guys are bringing up for me. And again, it's also, I wanted to look at some of this crypto, because like I said, I like having a bit of fun. And crypto right now is very popular. We've got this new crypto that's out today, and I want to talk about it. I think it's really important to let my viewers know on my channel. I know a lot of people on my channel don't actually trade in crypto. I did put out a poll, and a lot of people said that they're not trading in crypto right now. But I think it's really important as an investor genuinely to be aware of what crypto is, and also understand it psychologically, whether you think it's a scam, whether it's not, and where it can go to, because the possibilities of crypto, guys, is really enormous. I mean, the marketplace is taking off into something that we'd never ever thought was going to happen. I mean, look at this. You've got like NFTs happening. People are buying images like this, you know, and they're selling for like hundreds of thousands of pounds, like pictures on Twitter and stuff, and tweets. And it's just a crazy market when you really think about the concept of where it's going. And I never saw something like this coming this year, but it really, really is taking off. And the interest is there, and the people have the money is there, and people want it. So there is a big demand for it right now, and where it's going to go to, we don't know. But there's money to be made with any type of opportunity, and if you understand the markets, you understand how to make money, then you know it's a great thing you can do. We've got supply and demand. You were never getting it at. Yeah, this is true. 10,000 people were buying at the same time with slippages. Yeah, you're so true. You're so true. I think that is actually very, very right, Neil. It's probably why we've seen such a such a massive push up. I bought fine coins earlier, but they're not showing up in Trust Wallet. No, how they're fixed. So G1, what you want to do is you want to add the fine coin label to your actual, from the browser. You want to add it to your watch list. If you add it to your watch list, then it should show up. So you just need to confirm it on your watch list. We've got Rodney says, great job on first live stream. Thanks so much, Rodney. Absolutely love that. Appreciate you so much. Really appreciate. Rodney Hall is an amazing guy. He was in the Patreon for some time, guys, and gave me some feedback. He's absolutely phenomenal. Really, really appreciate you on this channel, Rodney. Did we get scammed? I don't think it's a scam again. Like I said, I think a lot of people have just been, there's a lot of hype on this right now. So again, a lot of people are just are testing the waters, taking profits. Yeah, we're definitely having a bottoming around that $3. Look, I'm refreshing. We're down 38%. I'm hoping that this is the right charts, guys. Like I said, because I came off this chart to Refinable charts. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. This is the, come back onto CoinMarketCap. Yeah, it says the market data is untracked. So I'm pretty sure that this is the only way we can see it. I mean, is through CoinGecko, but whether it is or not, I'm not 100% sure because it's not usually what I use. Not rated. Surprised that they didn't post it on their Twitter page, to be honest. Really, really surprised. Scrolling back through the comments. Let's have a look on to ALPP. Does anyone want me to look at through other plays? We've got the Nasdaq sitting again near all-time highs today. I was wondering whether we were going to in fact have another sell-off of about 1 or 2%. But we are actually coming down now on the RSI towards the 50. So if we do hit that, we might actually bounce and we might not actually see a test back to that 155. But there's just so much money in the markets right now, guys. I mean, look at all of the money being thrown in by Joe Biden, stimulus plans. I mean, you know, the economy is about to open back up. We've got people hoarding money like no tomorrow. Look how much money there is in circulation in the economies. I know we've just had this massive pandemic and we're all still dealing with it. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of money moving through. If you guys are new in here, welcome. Make sure to go down there, smash that like button for me as always. My name's Jason. Hit that big red subscribe button, join this family of investors. Why not? Always giving out as much valuable content on this channel that I can. This is my first live stream and we've got nearly 300 people in the live chat. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much for spending a part of your day to be here. NIO again is selling off on the day. So like I said, I did say in the Patreon, we can probably expect this to come back down to about $40, just because obviously with Tesla being quite flat with their earnings, again, they did get a lot of their money from Bitcoin, which is awesome. But again, if this does sell off on Tesla, we are going to see a push down on that share like NIO. And again, some of the other stocks that I'm watching, BIP, if you were in the very start of the live stream, I did talk a lot about how I'm very bullish on this moving forward. And I think this is going to be a great long-term wealth builder. Brookfield Infrastructure, so check it out. Awesome, awesome play. What other stocks would you guys like me to cover? Let me know below in the comments if you would like me to have a look through anything else. Right down below, we've got Curiosity Stream as well. We've got CSIQ, guys. This is a great play. This is Canadian Solar, right? This is a great stock. I feel like I'm getting pranked. Fine. AMC. I never cover AMC on my channel. Let's have a look at AMC. We'll refresh. We'll refresh this real quick on Fine. So Fine is sitting, yeah, it's definitely having a bottom. It's supporting around $3 right now. It seems that we are leveling off. As you can see, look, we've come down to this low. And now we're starting to level off. So it's been at this area now. Seems to be consolidating for about the last hour or two. So we can probably expect, you know, the price to kind of stay around here, around, like I said, that $2 to $3 mark. If we see any more sharp selling off, I would probably be surprised now if we are bottoming off. We did get those highs. Again, this does happen sometimes. Just have to be careful again, which is why I never go fully into my position at once. So AMC, this is a stock I never really cover. Wow, we're really oversold in the RSI right now. Not sure where this is going to go, but we are at $11, so this is quite interesting. To have to see where this one goes. Looks like it's going to come back down, to be honest. It'll probably come back down to about $10, find a resistance there. Who knows where this is going to go though, because I know this is being targeted by a lot of those short sellers. So if we hold it for 1 year, we can get our money back. And I thought ADA was the worst. Yeah, what did we say Cardano is doing today? Also, we've got Dogecoin again sitting at that consolidation of the 21. And we've also got BNB is up 6% today, guys. So that's nice. We've got BNB up 6%. So this is just the Binance coin. We haven't quite reached a triple top, but we almost have. I mean, if this does come up to $600 again, then this is going to be a triple top formed. And if this does then sell off, then again, we are probably going to see another spike back down to around less than $500. So that would be a nice potential place to load the money, load the boats back up, and then start to push back up with the Binance coin, because this is quite a popular coin right now. And a lot of people are putting their money into Binance coin. They're saying it's going to be one of the the main coins moving forward as well. And again, these coins have some big market caps right now. We've got top 10 crypto coins. So actually go back on here. I just want to show you guys this. Is it on here? Where was it I was looking at the other day? Not this article, bear with me. Just going to come through onto another article. There it is. So on here, these are some of the top coins right now that I was looking at the other day. I made a video on this. We've got Cardano, which is sitting at position number 6. Again, like I said, this is a really, really big, look at the market cap on this, absolutely enormous, 42 billion. We're up almost 10% on the day. And like I said, this could be a $10, play, in the future. So that is awesome. We've also got Binance Coin. That's the one that we just covered in the charts back here, like I said. Whereas all the charts gone, don't even know where I put my charts to. But the Binance Coin is up again, like I said, 8% on the day, and this is the 3rd largest coin in speculation right now, guys. So it has an $87 billion market cap. Again, Bitcoin has crossed $1 trillion, and we've got Ethereum, which is at 307 billion. So these are the top kind of 5. XRP again is very, very popular. But Cardano is certainly a coin that I'm watching right now. And, Dogecoin has really made its way up there. Look at that. Dogecoin sitting at number 7 with $35 billion in market cap. That is absolutely insane. So, yeah, there's been a lot of hype around crypto, and there's so much money in these crypto coins. And this is why I said I have started talking about crypto on my channel, because there's so much money to be made. Bitcoin Cash is another one I think I need to do some more research on. This could be very big moving forwards, and if this one does take off, we're at position 11. This has got a lot of room to grow, especially in correspondence to how Bitcoin is performing. But again, if we do ever see any big shifts out of cryptos, then again we are going to see a sudden sell-off, so we will have to wait and see how that plays out. Let's go back onto the charts really quick and see what ALPP is doing. Let's go back onto the chat. Hi there again. If you are new, welcome in. My name's Jason. Go down there, smash that like button for me, and also hit that big red subscribe button. We'd love to have you on this journey, this family of investors. So who else has left in the comments from earlier? Who was on the live stream earlier? Let me know, and also let me know where you guys are from. Yeah, made a loss with Fine. Fine is a scam. Why do you say Fine is a scam? What's up with HCMC? Any hope? So I actually sold my position in HCMC. I was in HCMC right at the very, very beginning. Oh, we're on crypto again. HCMC. So with HCMC, I was actually in it right back here. Before the beginning of the year, I was invested in this. And I sold it somewhere back up here. So I made quite a few £100 again, which was another awesome trade. Once it did actually sell back off, I really didn't want to get back in, because I knew that this trade could be, quite very volatile. Wasn't sure what was going to happen. There was definitely no proof in the pudding where this was going to go. So I sold the position. So right now I'm still avoiding the healthier choice management. Not quite sure what is going to happen to that stock. We've also got some DraftKings plays up today. That is another awesome stock, guys. If you are a DraftKings holder, then this is a play that I think is going to be triple digits in the future. Another amazing play which relates to DraftKings is GNOG. So this is the Golden Nugget online gaming play. So that's another really, really awesome play to consider if you haven't already put in this one in your portfolio for the long term. Again, we're going to get a lot of federal legalization moving forward, and this could be a really nice winner. What other plays am I watching right now? I remember the EHang scandal. That was quite fun. Oh my gosh. I did a video on this. I think it was one of the most viewed videos I had on my channel. I put out how this was a scam, like months ago. And it was just before my birthday in February. And then the next week we had the short attack and it just sold off. Still not sure what to make of this whole mess with EHang. But some people are still holding this from way up here, which is crazy. But yeah, that's a kind of a crazy company. Be careful of some of these stocks, guys. Like I said, always want to nibble into those positions. Make sure you're always doing a lot of background research before you throw in your money. If you're new to investing, if you're new to cryptos, make sure you're following some of those channels. You're getting a good, familiarization with some of those coins. You've watched multiple videos on them. You've done some research. Type them into Google. Have a look. Read different articles. Do what you can. That way you're not going to get burned and scarred like I did when I first started investing. There's so much research and opportunities out there that you can actually, you can do so much fundamental research. And it's really hard when you first start to do that, especially years ago. I didn't have all these tools, access to all these tools. But the internet's your best friend now. Google's your best friend. We've got so much online that we can do. YouTube, another best friend of mine. You can just find out any type of information you need to. Go onto YouTube, type in, watch a bunch of videos on them, make sure you've done your due diligence, background research on top of that, and you will start to, understand where you can go moving forward. Where else is everyone from today? Let me know. Let's hear from you guys, the shareholders out there. Where are you all from? We've still got 200 people in the comments. Wow, amazing. Thanks for spending part of your day to be here again, like I said. Love to know where you guys are all from. Let me know below in the comments. There's a slight delay on here, so I'll wait for it to come through. We've also got Hyliion down, like I said, that's up 8% today. We've got Jumia. Jumia Technology is another stock that we're watching right now as well. So, oh wow, we've got UAE, we've got from the UK, Freddie. Hi there from there. We've got hi, can't get my words out. Hi Sam, hi Freddie. We've also got MP Materials, guys. We've got this is another stock that we are currently watching as a recovery stock. Very, very interested in MP Materials moving forward. They're going to put some restrictions on China. So obviously moving forward, this is going to be a play that's going to be extended into this the mining sector, and they are one of the top leaders. So this could open up some big doors this year for MP Materials. So I'm excited to hold this one. Again, this is going to be a long-term hold. We've got people saying they're from Australia, Brisbane. I was there this time last year, just before the pandemic. Docks, it was a lovely, lovely place, and I actually was going to go to... What zoo was it I went to? I went to one of the zoos. I was going to go to the Steve Irwin Zoo. I ended up at another wildlife sanctuary somewhere. It was really awesome. And then I ended up in the Gold Coast. We've got Alabama. We've also got Texas. What else? What has the Trust Wallet done with my fine? So, Melanie Queen, have you added the fine to your browser list? Make sure to add it to your watch list from the browser. If you add it to your watch list, then it should show through. You haven't lost anything until you sold. Relax if you believe in this an hour ago, the project hasn't changed. Yeah, that's very, very true. You know, if you're investing in it, you have to know if you're investing it for the long term or the short term. So we don't know where this is going to go in the long term or short term, but like I said, this is probably going to consolidate between $2 and $3, and it's exactly what is happening right now. It's definitely consolidating here. So minus $500 on fine thoughts. Like I said, it's gonna consolidate here between these this price range, and I think if we do go down below $2, then that's probably going to be a place to load up if it does actually have a full support at $2 and it bounces back up once it hits $2 again. So interesting really is. That's I think we can only go onto the 24-hour charts on here. We can't we? That's all good. Let's come back onto here. Getting tired, guys. Getting tired. Maxar Technologies, love this company. Does anyone here invest in stocks as well as cryptos, or are you all crypto fans? Let me know. I want to know some more information about you guys watching, tuning in today. I would love to know whether you guys are invested in cryptos or whether you're invested in stocks. I want to know from my viewers. I want to know who you are, where you're from, and also what you guys are interested in. So we've got Sam saying stocks. We've got Samir saying cryptos. So we've got a little bit of mix there as well. Fine balance isn't showing up on Trust Wallet. Melanie, if you go to the browser, you need to make sure you add it to your watch list. You need to make sure you add it. If you go to the top right hand corner as soon as you load up Trust Wallet, click on the two lines with the circles on the top. Then you want to type in the IP address for Refine, which is this address here. Once you have that, you want to enable it, and then it should show on your watch list. Once it shows on your watch list, if you've made a transaction, it will then show in your Trust Wallet how much is there. That's all I can suggest for that. No stocks on me, dude. Matt, are you solely crypto there, Matt? I am new to cryptos, not yet invested in stocks. Hayes says, well, if you are new, then guys, make sure to smash the subscribe button below. I would love to have you on this journey with me. Again, my name is Jason. I love teaching about the stock market. I've got a ton of videos, a ton of content. There is a ton of, amazing companies out there, guys, and there's never been a better time to invest in innovation. There's so much innovation happening around the world right now. Electrical vehicles, artificial intelligence, energy storage, fintech and blockchain technology. So these companies in the next 5 to 10 years are going to multiply massively, and they are going to interrupt major markets and, some big companies moving forward. So if you want access to all of that information, my buy and sell alerts, then consider subscribing. And also, if you want to join the Patreon, we also have a crypto channel, plays of crypto in there as well. Then feel free to do that. There's a link in the description below for the price of a coffee. What else have we got in the comments? We've got I am new to crypto as well. We've got stocks and crypto new to both. Monkman, wonder whether to see fine on wallet. How can price increase if there is no more in circulation? So the price increases when more people buy, because obviously what it does is it pushes the price up for every coin as more money enters the market. Stocks, not crypto, says Rodney. We've got a fine mix there between crypto, stocks, and obviously new people haven't got even both. Liquidity pool is trashed. Put this away if you bought in at $7. Just skimming through some of these comments. Stonks and crypto. I love that people say stonks. It makes me laugh. Breaking evening, or should I get out? So up to you, Seth. I mean, if you've nibbled away in a small position, then there's no harm in holding. You know, it's going to be risky, it's going to be volatile, but as long as it's not a massive position, then I think you're going to be okay. You know, to just see where it goes over the next few days. I would have 900 fine, but transaction failed. They didn't show us the tutorial. Now I have only 9. What a rubbish. Selling it for 8. Freddie, I did add more. So yeah, people have been buying in. It does seem that people have been buying in. But guys, these are the top 10. Like I said, I've got it up here. These are like the top 10 that you want to watch for. If you really want to get some long-term wealth and you don't want to be risking or gambling, you want to maybe be looking at putting some money long-term into plays like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin. You've got XRP, you've got Cardano, you know, you've even got Polkadot. These are some really, really good long-term coins that I think are going to be here to stay. You know, not all of them will make it, but most of them will, and you know, they've got some huge market cap. So this is really where you want to put some of your money, and then you want to use, you know, maybe an allocation of 10% of your money as play money to put into those, you know, like kind of refinable kind of plays, because again, it is a lot of hype, guys. We don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be very volatile, but we don't know if it's going to go up or down. So you need to be protected. You need to make sure you're not scammed, and you also need to make sure you've done your due diligence and research, because if you just put all your money and YOLO your life into it, you might be one of the lucky people out there gets really lucky, and you know, you make an absolutely you make a killing, you make a really good trade, but I can guarantee you that 99.9% of people, that doesn't happen to them. Most people lose money in the markets, especially, you know, these highly volatile places. You've got to be careful. That's why I always say, you know, nibble in, invest small, go in, you know, with small amounts, and then just kind of dollar cost average your way in over a few weeks. If you're a long-term investor, that's the best way to make money in the long term in the markets. So we've also got plays like Future FinTech. This is another play I'm buying. This is interrupting some major markets right now across different sectors, so that's awesome. We've also got BNGO. It's down on the day. We were up yesterday pretty high, now we're down, so that's interesting. But like I did say in the Discord, I don't think that we are going to have much of more of a price fluctuation between these prices. Probably going to see prices between $6 and $8 moving over the next couple of weeks for BNGO. Be interesting to see what happens. They did get a new contract with the NHS. If you are again new to stocks, and this is another penny stock that's in the genomic sector. Got lots of videos on my channel, so go check them out on the genomic sector. The genomic revolution, guys, is going to be a massive industry. Moving forward, we're going to be curing things like cancer, pediatric blindness. I'm actually a type 1 diabetic, suffer from diabetes, so I have to self-inject insulin every day. So, you know, these markets are going to be interrupted by these massive pharmaceutical companies like Bionanogenomics that will allow a machine to read your genomic sequencing, and then you're actually going to be able to change the DNA and software your body to, you know, diseases. They're going to be able to eliminate diseases. They're going to be able to see things like cancer in stage 1. And then they're going to be able to tell you that you're in stage 1 of cancer, and they're going to be able to edit out your genomic sequence for a very small price. So, these companies are, you know, changing the world. So, you know, investing in companies like this as well is awesome, as well as, you know, putting your money into crypto, put a little bit of your money into some of these, you know, penny stocks like BNGO, some real life-changing companies that could be absolutely enormous in the future. You just think of the market caps of some of these companies are very small right now, you know, just a few million. But if they're curing things like cancers, these market caps are going to jump up to the tens of billions in revenue over the next 5 to 10 years. And you're going to see these share prices push up into triple digits. So you're going to get like a 10x overnight. So there's a play called PAC Bioscience, which is PACB, is the ticker symbol. It's another stock I'm very bullish on. It's almost in my top 5. It's in my top 6 holdings. So it's my number 6. Been holding this since it was around about $5 to $6, and I have been averaging my way in over the last couple of months. We are sitting in areas of consolidation, so this is another play, guys, to add in. PAC Bioscience California, if you haven't already. You want to get it on those dip days, like I said, when the RSI is down, using the 4-hour charts, and you want to get in around that $28 price range. You are going to get a nice price in this in the long run. This is a very long-term hold. They absolutely smashed their revenues, which is why we did actually see an accelerated push in the growth all the way up here. So, with the Finecoin, let's have a quick look back over Finecoin, see what's going on. Again, if you're new, welcome in. Make sure to smash that like button for me. My name's Jason, and also hit that big red subscribe button. Would love to have you on this journey with me, you know, in the stock market together. We'll talk a lot about stocks on this channel, and also some of those big crypto plays, like I'm invested in Dogecoin, invested in Elongate, I'm invested in SPE, which is Save Planet Earth. I also hold Ethereum and a large percentage of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now basically in my top 5 holdings. So very, very bullish on Bitcoin moving forward. Jace, did you buy fine? I tried to, Freddie. I tried 3 times and it didn't go through. So Trust Wallet, it had an error. I used a slippage between 12 and 15%. And now I'm waiting for the price to bottom, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, just because it has in fact not done what it originally said it was going to do. Originally, it said that it was going to come on at 33 cents. Well, that's not what happened, so I'm a bit confused as to why it came on at $4, went up to $9, and it's now selling around $2 and $3. And if I come back on Google, you can see here, if I go to CoinMarketCap, I'm not getting the market data, it's untracked. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. I don't want to get my knickers in a twist. So I don't get my flapjacks flipped. So I'm currently not going to buy it. I'm just going to be waiting on the side, I think, for the day just to see how it plays out. Watch some more videos that come out on the hype later, because there's going to be a lot of videos on the tube for sure on this play. So we'll see what people have been doing with it. But interesting. I'm glad I was aware of it, and I'm glad I put this live stream out. You know, it's always interesting to hear from people. And you know, like I said to everyone, if you are buying today, if you came in this live stream a few hours ago when I started, you know, I said nibble in, don't go fully in straight away. I said just put, like, you know, a tiny bit in if you are going to. That's the best way to be. That way you're not going to get, you know, you're not going to get smashed on. So if you're new in again, welcome in. Make sure to smash that subscribe, smash that like button for me. That's all I ask. But staying in those big long-term plays, like I said, like Binance Coin, Ethereum, if we do see any more drop backs, especially, guys, look out for it at the end of the year. We might have a crypto crash. If we have a crypto crash at the end of the year, guys, then, you know, long-term, this is going to be a great place to load up. There's a big argument right now that a lot of people, you know, they're pushing Bitcoin, and it's, you know, it's decarbonizing the world and everything because of renewable energies, and there's a lot of carbon emissions coming out, but they are also trying to combat that by making more renewable sources for Bitcoin mining players like Marathon Painting Group and Riot, which is this stock here. So it'll be interesting to see where this one goes over the long term. But the argument is that's going to cause the price of Bitcoin to go down because it's contributing to global warming. So, but that's all short-term mindset thinking, because a lot of these players are transitioning to renewable energies. It's just going to take a few years to do that, and once they do, then it's going to push the share prices even higher. So people are saying it's going to sell off at the end of the year, but then obviously after that we should in fact have you know, a nice bull run again. And again, you're always going to get troughs in the market. You just got to see them as buying opportunities. So yeah, it'll be really interesting. So they're saying that Mr. Beast is now following them on Twitter, so that's interesting as well. He was a part of the making of this coin, I believe, as well. So there he is, Mr. Beast. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, is actually pretty funny. Like I said, I've watched quite a few of his videos, and he basically does these competitions where he gives out millions of pounds to people, and they do like these crazy competitions where they'll play at hide and seek in like broken hospitals, and the last person standing that gets touched, between like 10 of them will get like £1 million. So his channel is sponsored by so many huge sponsors, and he gets millions and millions of pounds a week. So he's obviously invested some money into this. So we'll see where it goes. Again, like I said, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of risk. But yeah, really, really interesting. I did not integrate crypto because I was afraid of the volatility and uncertainty, but ALPP has helped me get used to volatility. Maybe I will start a position. Yeah, Rodney, if you get into crypto, again, like I say, it's not financial advice. It's just, you know, what I would do is you just want to dab your toes into things like Bitcoin. Have, you know, maybe 5% of your portfolio into, you know, crypto markets. And JP Morgan came out. JP Morgan Chase. He actually came out, and they both said, as a bank, that people should be investing in Bitcoin right now, about 1% of their portfolio. So even if you have that exposure with 1 or 2%, you know, there's still a lot of money to be made in plays like Bitcoin and Ethereum, the top 2 holders. And again, if you look, like I said, you know, crypto is massive. Look at that, $1 trillion. Bitcoin is worth over $1 trillion in market cap. I mean, there's companies that have been around for years that don't even touch the surface of where Bitcoin is today. And, you know, Bitcoin is made as a hedge against inflation. So over the next decade, we're going to see people and massive companies and banks start to pile in more and more money. And as that happens, the market cap for Bitcoin is going to go up. And that's just going to push up the share price. So, as far as I'm aware, did Mr. Beast back it, says RS Productions. As far as I'm aware from my research, I know that he was involved. Whether he backs it, I don't know. But like I said, he was involved in it. That's why they're using his picture on the website. So whether that's all due to marketing, I have no idea. Whether they paid him to do that, they may have, because he's such a massive public figure. So who knows? But this is why I said, guys, you've got to be careful. You know, always going with just a small position, and that's the best way to do it. If you're going with a small position over time, that's the best way. So if you're new again, welcome. My name's Jason. Make sure to smash that like button, hit that big red subscribe button. I am probably gonna head off shortly, guys, and have a bit of a break because I need to go grab some food. I'm getting a bit hungry. But if you guys did like this live stream today, let me know by, again, smashing the like button, smashing the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below if you did enjoy it. And if you've subscribed, let me know. I want to know who you are. Welcome you into the family. Welcome you into the community. I really hope that you enjoy, obviously, all the content that I put out on this channel. Again, if you are someone that's interested in the stock market, I've got a ton of videos on a lot of different stocks on this channel. And I really hope that you find, you know, what you're looking for in as an investor, whether it's in crypto, whether it's in stocks. Like I do try to cover everything that I can on this channel. It's hard to please everyone, as I always say, but I do my best to do what I can. So Safe Moon has already made me over 6k. That's great, Matt. Good for you. I'm really, really proud. That's awesome. That's what it's about. You know, if you know where to get in and the opportunities are there, you're not always gonna get winners, but when you do, you know, take your profits and run. That's the best way to do it, rather than getting greedy. And that way, you're gonna be a winner all round, long term. So yeah, gonna probably wrap up this this video, guys, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic day ahead. I'll try and get some more videos out later on, either tonight or tomorrow, for a Palantir update and some of our other plays. Again, if you would like me to make anything, I'll leave a little poll on for you guys. And if you would like me to do another live stream, like maybe tomorrow, let me know in the comments now. Just type live if you want me to go live again. And if we get more than 20 people type live, then I'll go live tomorrow. So we can have a look at Refine again. We can have a look at what the markets are doing when they open. We can you know, look at any of the plays that you guys wanna look at. We will see, you know, what we can look for in the markets, what other opportunities we can get into, and what we can find out there. So I'll put a poll up anyway. You guys will be able to vote. That's all right. You're welcome. Thanks. Hey says she wants a live 3 times. Yeah, so we'll see what happens moving forward, but it'll be interesting. We'll just give it one quick refresh before I head off on this Refine chart, just to see where we are sitting at now. We're at $3. Yeah, so we seem to have found a support zone right now between that $2 and $3 mark. So that's quite interesting. Quite interesting. Yeah, definitely. So guys, I'll probably do a live then tomorrow because we do have some interest on there, but I'll leave a poll out, so just vote on there if you would like to. Again, welcome to this family of investors. I hope you guys did enjoy this today, and I hope that you have a fantastic week in the market. Stay safe out there, stay green, stay positive, as I always say, and I hope to see you guys back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. Peace, guys. Stay safe out there. I'm going to head off. Thanks for coming and joining me today. I'll be live again tomorrow for you guys. Ciao.